The NFL draft has been held annually since 1936, like Jimmy Carter's penis. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
That is nice.
Is it? We got to start with Thanksgiving, though. That's when the football week started this week. I saw this headline: Brady strays from diet on Thanksgiving. Like, wouldn't any normal meal seem like Thanksgiving to Tom Brady? You know, like a lean cuisine in the microwave. I've never been more alive.
Here's my favorite joke. I was doing this in Wisconsin, and it was killing. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, if you really want no shot, you should play for the Lions. Our best player, the Falcons wideout, Calvin Ridley, said he's stepping away from football for his mental well-being. As a Falcons fan, I would like to step away from football. I understand.
Yeah, that's what
for the same reason. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I don't understand how stepping away from football and playing for the Falcons are incompatible. That's
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Joke. Did you say Patriot just to hurt my feelings? Well, fuck you, sir. I'm not over that Super Bowl, man. Oh, a friend of mine called me the other day. He goes, "Hey, how was your summer on a scale of 28 to 3?" Here's the darkest joke I wrote that night. At least when you're a Falcons fan and you slit your wrist, you get to dye in your own team colors.
Kenny Pickett, first quarterback drafted this year. That's a tough name for a quarterback. His name literally sounds like Can He Pickett?
Yeah. Can he pick it?
That's
yes,
not good.
He can.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can.
Turns out he can. So we went to the all-pro lines of guys, and I asked them, what's a worse name for a quarterback than Kenny Pickett? These are some suggestions.
Okay.
Holden Clipboard. That's a bad name.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Lynn
Somebody's
Complete.
a catcher in the rye fan.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah. Noodle Armstrong, that's a bad name for a quarterback. Willie Blowit, that's bad. Chuck It Away.
Oh, I like that one. That's almost legit.
Terry Rotator, that's bad. Hands Greasy, right? Owen 17, that would be a bad name.
Very good. Owen 17 rules.
Johnny Manziel, that's a bad quarterback.
That's horrible. That's the worst right there.
Hey, they call him Johnny Football now.
Yeah, that's right. Because Johnny Bench was taken.
What do you know about? What can you tell us about the sport that we don't know?
I don't know. I love the whole pageantry of it all, and the soap opera and the story arcs. This might be Peyton's last rodeo.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that's a good metaphor for Peyton because he was a Colt and a Bronco. He's constantly yelling Omaha, and his last Super Bowl was over in 8 seconds. And if it's a blowout, I want to see a clown come in and take him off the field so he can be safe.
His top three wideouts, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin were out. The Bucs game was like sex with Louis C.K. There was no receiver. Am I right, everybody? Josh Allen sacking Josh Allen. That was a big story.
Yeah,
from the weekend.
gigantic story.
Right. It was like the sequel to Kramer versus Kramer, which was a popular movie, as you know, in the 70s, and an unpopular stand-up video from the 2000s. Kramer versus Kramer.
See, when he's good, he's very good.
Fans of other teams? What do you got over there?
Chicago Bears.
Oh, yeah? Bears fan? Oh, the Vikings people don't like that. Tough year for the Vikings? Yeah. And the Bears, motherfucker. You guys like won one more game. Like, we're number 12. I'm looking way down my nose at those number 13 Vikings because they suck. That's about right, isn't it? They lost the first, they made the top 12 and then okay. Yeah, all right. Do you know where the Bears got their name? This is a cool story. When Hallis brought a football team to Chicago in the 20s, they played at Wrigley. And you figure these guys are bigger than the baseball players. The baseball team was, of course, the Cubs. And that's why I called them the Bears. Plus, both teams traditionally hibernate during the playoffs.
The Raiders weren't good. They fumbled more than Urban Meyer trying to explain his credit card receipts. Close that with 7 or 8 Urban Meyer jokes. That seems appropriate.
All right.
Urban Meyer's on the hot seat. Wasn't that long ago? Urban Meyer was the hot seat.
Oh, yeah.
There are reports that people in the Jaguars facility can't stand Urban Meyer. So it sounds like he's got a good balance with home and work life.
Yeah.
He's got it all. The only time someone isn't yelling at Urban Meyer is the drive between the house and the stadium. How bad a job are you doing that you're not meeting expectations for the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars? Oh, goodness. Jacksonville lost 20-0. Kanye West does a better job of making points. 2 more. When I heard Urban Meyer got shut out, I just assumed his wife changed the locks. The creepiest thing about the Jaguars getting 0 is when Urban Meyer tries to put his finger into it. Losing 24-0 to the Jaguars. That's not adding insult to injury. That's adding ridicule to humiliation to embarrassment to insult
we get
to injury. All right. The Colts scored the same number of points as me, and I was drunk in a red shirt in a different city. The Colts went 2 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Mike Pence converted more gays. Am I right, everybody?
Come on, people. Little Indiana connection for you.
We lost John Madden since I talked to you guys. John Madden still refuses to fly, so he's expected in heaven in 2023.
That's an original take.
Taking the stairs.
Takes a while.
Taking the stairway to heaven.
I appreciate that joke. It's okay. Okay. Do you have any more Madden death jokes, or are we done?
Yeah, sure. Of
No one
course.
says success like a breather.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm worried about Caliendo. You know, the Gruden thing was such awful news. I can't do that impression. You know, now poor Madden goes away. Jim Rome, please be careful out there. For the love of God. Terry Bradshaw, no racist jokes. Can we make sure Morgan Freeman is taking his vitamins? Nolan Caliendo's luck. He probably just perfected his impression of Antonio Brown.
There it is.
The NFL, we'll close on this. The NFL had 3 sad passings this week. John Madden at 85, Dan Reeves at 77, and Mike Glennon at 4 for 11 for 24 yards and 2 interceptions. That's a sad passing.
Very good, Costaki.